Welcome everybody to today's lesson. We're going to be going over this motorcyclist who crashed making a left-handed turn with a group. We're going to try to figure out what happened, how it happened, and then this way we can prevent this type of accident when it comes to us in the curves. What I want to show you guys is the mental aspect of riding. So right here we have a group ride. The group ride can affect how we are doing things, how we apply our own motorcycle skills. We get this pack mentality. And that is what I see first and foremost, is that we have this person, the one that's in the middle, the one that actually crashes, trying to keep up with the one in the front. And it looks like he doesn't have the appropriate skills to even take this turn. You can see the improper and common mistakes that a lot of riders make is they will put their butt off the seat and think that is enough. You see how the bike is at a very sharp angle for what it is, but his upper body, his shoulders are pretty much squared to the ground, parallel to the ground, and his head is vertical. Now, the typical human body doesn't want to lean more than 20 degrees. Okay, this is something that we have to train ourselves. The bike we can push as far as we absolutely want until we actually crash. But right here, you see how it gets worse and worse and worse. His butt is actually getting more and more off the bike. There's only so much counter steering you can do to your bike in order for it to turn, especially at high rate of speeds. When you get more and more speed on a turn, you have to do more and more body positioning, the upper body positioning specifically, and then you also have to do more and more counter steering. We go into more advanced techniques like trail braking and picking a better line, outside, inside, outside, when we're trying to do these crazy, crazy fast curves. What we're trying to do here is diagnose what happened. Therefore, we can not do that on our typical commutes to and from work, or even on the weekends when we want to play around a little bit. But you notice how he has his butt off and his upper body is not in the right position. He's going to increase his speed more and more and more to the point where his bike doesn't want to do that, and then he starts to go off the road. There's only so much you can put your bike through. The lean angle of the bike can only do so much. You need to counter steer. You have to actually put your upper body more towards the actual turn. You can actually do this at home. Go ahead and grab your helmet that you have right now. Hold it next to your body. It's pretty easy to hold it stable and actually probably even walk a little bit. But now start sticking it out further and further and further away from your center of gravity and away from your body. You start to get a little bit of a tilt. You start to move a little bit towards that way. That is what's happening with your bike when you're getting your upper body off the bike and leaned towards the turn itself. Right here, we don't see that. We don't see that at all. So he's pushing his bike to its limit, but he's not helping it out by using his upper body. Once he got off the road, this is where it starts to get a little hairy. There's not much we can do in the situation other than slow down in a straight line. But as we know from a lot of the live streams that I do, if you grab a fistful of front brake while even turning a little bit of that handlebar, you're going to fall. And when you hit these bumps off-road, you're going to start to get the handlebar turn. He rides it out, but the road itself is flat, not so much the ground on the outside. So when we go off-road, we don't have control over the terrain that we're riding on. So yes, we're going to hit bumps. Yes, we're going to have a spill like this. And this is very tragic because there's a huge mechanism of injury here. And the amount of gear that he has is just helmet, gloves, and maybe shoes, long pants, and a long shirt. We don't have a lot here. We don't have anything that will mitigate a lot of the impact points. We're not going to have to deal with a lot of road rash on the gravel or even on the dirt. What we're having to deal with was impacts. So we have pelvic impacts, chest impacts, shoulder, elbow, knees, head, hands, and sometimes even the shins and feet. Your body goes through pretty much like what a dryer does to its clothes. It's going to tumble, 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 and this is where we need to really protect ourselves. So now let's watch it in slow motion, but let's take what we learned from this. This is why you lift your butt up over obstacles, because watch the back end. It's going to bounce him up like a bunking bronco. This right here is why we lift our butt up and use our legs as suspension when we go over obstacles. So that was a little extra for you right there. So if you really like this stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That really helps out the channel. And one thing that really helps the channel even more is by sharing my videos. So if you want to share a video, please do so. Grab the one that you think somebody might need, or grab the one that you like the best. That way, everyone gets to see these videos and we can learn more and become more confident riders and safer riders. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys out on the road. Hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I'll see you later.